y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy and we're continuing to build Edinburgh's Castle. And if I counted correctly, which may or may not have happened, I believe we're on number 17, I think. So on our last build, I just broke this. So when I was putting my camera in the holder up here, I didn't have it secure and it dropped, and I didn't break it, I just bent one of the little spires on this paper. That's okay. It just kind of crunched. It didn't break. I just noticed that when I picked it up. Whoops. Didn't break my phone either, thank goodness. So on our last build, we put together put the hinges on our door, and then papered the inner wall. And then this is where, if you received in your kit the music box and you're going to insert it, you would insert it here, but I'm not putting the music box in. So that, and I have a little scratch there. Okay. And then we did some of our eaves. We put the paper and then the little bell on there, which I don't know if that's going to hang over the door or what, but that's really cute. All right, so let's move these over because now we're going to have to jump in. Let's see where we're at, shall we? I don't even know. Oh, we're going to be papering our flooring and stuff. So these big pieces that, I mean, they have numbers. They're the A's. So, yep, this one here, A6. And then we need 4-1. Okay. Let me stay organized. 4-1 is right here. I don't know if this is the whole video just us papering floors and walls, but it is a necessary step, and we got to get through it. So I'm not going to use I use Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. Usually I use it in this little squeeze bottle with the precision tip, but that is a whole lot. So I have same thing, Aleene's, a few drops of water. It's just in a bigger squeeze bottle, so it won't take me quite so long to lay down some glue. You can use any type of glue. I know a lot of people use like a paper glue. Beacon 3-in-1 I know is very popular with some builders. It's kind of stringy though. I've not ever used it. But I've seen others use it. But you know, whatever glue it is you want to use. And then I just have my little scraper from Dollar Tree. Just make sure I don't think I have enough glue to come out, but I just always swipe it because otherwise you'll get glue right up back on your paper. See, a little bit came out that time. Okay, there we go. Moving on. Oh, wait. We need 5-10. I don't need 5 and 6. Thank you very much. 5-10 is our little circular right here. And let's see, we don't, there's no, I was hoping there would be dotted lines. No, there's not. So this is going just above the I'm assuming that's a wire hole there. So kind of just there. Somewhere still a little to the right. And up a bit from that hole, okay? Now we need a 5, which is this one here. And as you can see, I blacked out all, no, was it all of them? I did all the sides but that one, black, huh. Right, how did I miss that one? Let's just do that real quick, because I did all the others. Oh, this is some dry wood. It is sucking up that acrylic paint there. Oh. And I'm just going to throw it. As I say, I'm going to just trim up. There's a little bit of overhang on that edge. There we go. Okay, like I said, I did all the others already. Not sure how I missed that one. All right, so 5, 7, and, oh, this is A5. We need 5-7. Right here. Oh, and this is the center one. I was like, huh? This is, yeah. I need to pop this one out. Not one over there, though. Okay. Make sure everything's lined up. If you don't have one of these, it's no big deal. If you want to smooth it, you can use, driver's license, credit card. I've even in the past use the edge of my flat tweezers. I've also turned it over and just give it a nice push down, you know. I just like to trim up any little excess. All right, so there is A5. Now we need A4, which is this one here. Now we're putting these on the ones that do not have the channels for the wires. Our first one didn't, but these two have the channels. You don't want to paper over those, so we're going to make sure we're on the other side. This little jut out is down, and we need 5-1. Right here. Okay, now we've got a lot of stuff going on here because they have little marks. I like when they mark where we're putting walls and furniture. I like that. Okay, good, good. And when I do this, in the past I didn't, I put my nozzle right on the wood. I used to not do that, and then sometimes you can see where the pool of the line of blue is. Sometimes you can still see a little bit like this, but very much less so because it's right down squished on the wood. Alright, any little trim ups here? Come off there. And I think we're good. Alright, there's A4. Oh wait, we need 4-10. 4-10 is this long rug here on the right. And it is right here, 4-10. Okay. Oh, that was a bit thick, yeah. Let's wipe some of that down around. and it's square. Yeah, it was a little thick on that glue. That's okay. Just means it won't be coming up later. But that's also why I like to use this. It gets any little bunches of glue, like globs, and kind of smooths it out. There we go. Okay. So A5 is done, and now we need a 3, which is this one, and we want, there's no channels, so we want the little cutout on our, facing us on the left. Okay, and 5-2. Here. I gotta say, kudos to this company for keeping these papers intact. By now, as much as you handle them, the sheets of paper, moving them around, usually I've gotten at least one, if not multiple pieces falling out. I've not lost a single piece of paper at all. At all. Alright, none of these come out. We do have some markings, so yay. Oh, I slammed it too hard and shut the lid. Whoops. Only part about squeezing it, you're putting the nozzle on the wood, is it will get some buildup. So wipe that off every once in a while. I do smooth it down with my hands most of the time first, so that way when I push the scraper on, it doesn't move. Sometimes it still does, but then when I think about it, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Try to hold it down when if you're gonna scrape it. They get a little wiggly sometimes, especially if you have a little extra glue on there, but usually we're good. Oh yeah, extra glue there. My edge is getting a little goopy. And you just want to make sure it's not wet. Okay. Let's turn them up. Alright, and nothing to put on that one, so that one is done, A3. All right, A2 is here, and there's no channel, so we want the rounded ones on the left, and then 4-2. Go. This does take, just a little bit of extra time, but I have found that it's worth it. Mostly because of the way I glue, because I do kind of over glue a lot of times, and I would like not only see, but I could feel the bumps underneath, So this really just helps me. So it might not be something that you feel like you need to do, no biggie. I think everybody works in their own individual way. Some things you might like, some things not. Take everything I do with a grain of salt and adapt it to your likability and workability. There we go. Okay, stop trying to cut the wood, Missy. Sheesh. Yeah, I dinged up that a little bit. Just a bit. It's okay. You can camouflage it. Most of these edges are very, very small. Probably wouldn't interfere at all. Okay. All these little paper edges out of the way. Alright, and then we need 4-5. This is our other rug right here. goes right in the center. It's okay. Aleen's glue will dry clear, so any that I squish out, you won't, it pretty much goes away right away, but you won't see it once it's, especially once it's dry. All right, there we go. That is 4 dash, no, that is a 2. All right, done there. And now A1, which is the last one, and it's our big one. It is our base. Now we need 3 dash 1. So now we still have a 3 dash 3 and a 3 dash 2, so I can't get rid of those yet. A little bit off up here. There we go. Make sure we're good all around. Okay. Whoop. There's a little bit of glue to squeeze out, but if you've seen some like my first videos where we paper the floor, I would have like globs of glue. I glued so much, and I still over glue. I know I do, but kind of one of those mottos: glue can be your best friend. Because sometimes it's glue and brute force is the only thing that gets these things together. But I think I'm learning better, like when to use excessive glue and kind of when to ease up. See, I can see a little bit of the wrinkles where, you know, that glue, that's not, I know some people hate that. It's not that big of a concern for me. It's not a deal breaker for me. So I just give it a good rub down, and if you can still see any, oh wow, you know what I think? We're going to put stuff on it, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. All right. That is A1. Okay. Wow. That was only half an hour. I thought that would be like our full thing. Oh, I wanted to check real quick. Just a little bit here on the corner. I thought there was one little spot. Whoops. Most of it's pretty good on this one. All right. Okay, so let's set those back up here and see what is next. Real quick before I'm gonna run the little vacuum here. Totally love that thing. Because otherwise, those little bits, paper bits would have been all over in a few minutes. Okay, so what are we doing? Take 2 pieces of G2, which is our light, and mark the length as shown. Okay, so we need 2 of our other lights. And how many do we have? We have 4. Yeah, so we need 2 of them. Okay, one is 112 millimeters, which is 11.2 centimeters. Yeah, this one has inches and centimeters, so we gotta go with centimeters. So from the end, 11.2. We're just marking it, I guess. I don't know. What the mark is going to be for, but oh, don't move. There's 11 point. Yeah, 112 is 11.2. So somewhere in there, okay. And then this one is 152 millimeters, which is 15.2. This only goes to 15, so 0.2 is very, very small. So there's 15. We'll just mark a little bit past that. Okay. Apply paint within the marked area as shown. Oh, they want you to paint these. Well, we know I'm not painting, but I will acrylic paint marker. So where did my line go? Okay, so one at a time. I've never done this before. Huh. I've used the tubing, the shrink tubing, to kind of hide the colors, but never actually colored up the wires before. Of course, you feel free to fast forward if you don't want to watch this part. I get it. We're literally just coloring wires, so no worries. Just when you think you get it all, then you turn it and you're like, oh wait, there's another white spot. How'd I miss that spot? And we're supposed to go all the way up to that plastic. Yeah, I think that one's good. Only 3 more times to go. Nope, I missed a spot. Like I said, just when you think you got it all. Okay, 3 more to go. Yay. Oh, dogs are out saying good morning to each other. Where's our mark? Our mark is down here. Okay. Honestly, for those of you that are actually painting these, I'm sorry. I I don't think I could do this with a paintbrush. I'd probably have paint everywhere by now. Because that's already dry, so I can actually hold that top now. Come on. So I picked up some earbuds for my bedroom because I have some really nice earbuds that I use on my computer. But if I want to put them on my Fire Stick in my room, then I have to like delete them from my computer. They just don't like to play well with others. So to have it in multiple places, paired but just not connected, used to work. It doesn't work anymore. So I found these really nice ones. They're like for sleep, and I'm a side sleeper, so I thought, awesome. When I got them, they're like half the size, and they fit so well. I have very, very small ears in the inner canals, and I thought, oh, this is going to be awesome. They fit well. They didn't fall out. I actually slept with them. First night they worked great. After that, like, I can't get both of them to play at the same time. And it's not just me, it's kind of a thing with these. So unfortunately, I am going to return them. I hate returning things. And because in my town we don't have Amazon trucks, we just get it from the post office, the mail people, our mail lady, she's very nice. She brings us our Amazon packages. And we have to take our returns to, I have to take it to Kohl's, which, I mean, it's not that far. It's not a big deal. It's just like, really? I'm a homebody, guys. I hate going out. There's only a few things that I don't mind, but for something that I used to get to not have to, before in California, we just have it ready and Amazon would come pick it up. Can't do that now. Anyways, they were only like $15. So I think, I'm not going to invest a lot. My really good ones are Galaxy Buds Plus. I did not pay for them, but they were like $350. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. When I bought the phone before my new one, I got a gift card. So I bought those. And I love them. I really do. I just personally would never pay that much for earbuds. I don't pay that much for most anything. I'm having issues with these kits now because instead of looking at like $30, we're looking at like $50 now. And I'm having a cow. I don't want to pay that much, but I want the kits. I have 21 kits in my save for later on Amazon, and I put them all in my cart at first, and it was over $550 for 21 kits. It's crazy. But then I put them over in my save for later, and I can slowly. Some of them are book nooks, I will admit, but it's because they're bookstores. There's one that's not, but everything else, 20 of them are bookstores. I like the bookstores. I did do a Temu order because I got a Dremel for my nails. And I did pick up a new kit. I don't remember what it is, honestly. I know it wasn't like a full big one. I think it's one of like the little smaller mini ones, I think. We're almost done, guys. We're on our the last section of our last wire here. I think I got it all. Oh, yay. Okay, that was different. Oh, yeah, missed a little bit. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Okay. Where are we at now? We're at 45. Okay, what are we going to do with these now? So, let's see. Attach the light wire according to the direction markings on A1. And in red, it says only the wires inside the red frame need to be firmly glued in place. So there's a little red dots around here. And then gluing, can't see the red, gluing tip, do not glue the painted part of the light wire. Okay. So we need so here's the thing that we're going to put the wires through, right? Oh, we're not. Oh, this, they're going to, okay. So, at the end of the, oh, I missed that section. Okay, so where it stops being painted, we're going to line those sections up. Okay, so remember, they're two different lengths, but we want to line them up at the end of the painted bits. Now that is where we're going to start here at the little rounded part. And then these are going to run to there. Yeah? Okay. Now we're going to have something over top of this, so we're not actually going to see these. That is cutting that one a little bit close. These are going to be tight to wire, you guys. Once it goes off the board, it's only got like that much on those. That's not a whole lot, but that's okay. All right, so sorry, I'm debating on how I'm going to stick these. I'm not gluing them, but I'm trying to decide if I want to tape them or resin them. I think let me see. Some of my double-sided tape here. I didn't want you to come off on my finger. Thank you very much. And this doesn't need to be the double-sided tape, it's just what I have. I think I'm going to tape them all together to start with. Now, I wanted to make sure they're all flat, they're all next to each other, all in line. So if you're going to glue down, just be careful. You don't really want to use super glue on this part of the wire. I'm not saying it will, but it can potentially melt the wire and then corrupt the inside. It can, what am I trying to say here? It can potentially melt the plastic, and then it can damage the wire inside. Now I've done it in the past, like tiny little bits of super glue, but I just don't want to chance this much. So, you know, if you use your white glue, if you use an Aleene's or whatever your white glue is, that would be fine. You just have to let it dry. I'm just not in the mood to let anything dry, so I'm just going to use my double-sided tape and just make sure they're all lined up. And inside that channel. Okay, and then we want to stop there. All right, so that's our wires there. So then glue the foundation piece according to the markings on A1. Foundation, Oh wait, you know what? I think we missed. On our, we gotta go backwards for a second. Not you, not you. You and you. Okay, when we did these, I was supposed to then glue this on top and I forgot. Okay, so, right, align and stick as shown. Wait, okay, so the bottom one, whoop, whoop, whoop. Bottom one, we want the big arch to go up on the left, and then that opening lines up. No, that's not right. Turn it over, Missy. Duh. Okay, so we need to glue that on, and I forgot to do that. Now you could potentially do them separate when you put them on the A1. I just think it'd probably be easier to have it all connected like they do, and I just simply bypass this step on accident. I am going to use just a touch of my crazy glue, super glue, just because I'm in a bit more of a hurry. And then we're just going to line those up. I put glue in spots that don't need glue. Right here. And this whole one. No glue necessary there. Whoops. Oh, you stay put. All right. I'm just noticing where this, I tore that paper up a little bit. Hit this with a little bit of brown. Wait, I tore that one up good, huh? Oh yeah, I remember doing that too. I do, that's when I had to, I was like, wait, I think I have a bad blade. Yep, I did. Okay, so that step should have already been done. Now, now we can go and turn our page back. And we want to put this Why does theirs look so brown? Facing, it was around the edges on that. Okay, I was just making sure we weren't supposed to put a paper on top. No. Okay, so now we have an outline here. We have our outline, and these are going to come inside. Yeah, inside here. All right, and then this is lifted up, and then these are going to go outside here. So this is actually all flush on the board. Okay, good layout, guys, good layout. Let's get some glue on here. Okay, and then put all of our wires back where they're supposed to be. Oh, we moved a little bit. Come on. Yep. I think we're pretty good here. I actually really like this layout. Oh, we're a little bit on a little bit down. Oh, there, that's better. Okay. Having those wires inside the foundation is nice. A lot of them do it like run underneath the board. I guess it's better than up walls, but I still hate them under the board sometimes. Not always, sometimes it's fine. But I like that we are, and I've actually done ones where they put them here and then paper over top of them. I hate that. I absolutely hated that one. Okay, so. Oh no, I didn't break it. That's the one that's glued together. I thought I broke it. No, we're good. Don't push right there. Whoops. Okay. And then, I know we're almost at an hour, but we've only got, we want to do, thread the light wire through the hole on A6 as shown, and align the bottom of A6 with the foundation before gluing. And then align and glue A2 as shown, pasting. So we want to turn this around, and we want A2, or A6, sorry, A6. Now, these ones, both, right? Yep, both are going to go up through this hole. You can only put one at a time. The wires will fit. You gotta, the light bulbs only go one at a time. And then, what are you doing? And my wires mixed up, crossed up, so. Okay, there we go. So there's a little notch there is going to fit right in there. And it does stick over the side here a little bit. So, okay, we're going to put some glue on this foundation part. And now make sure that notch is nice and down, set tight. Now we want this whole side to line up. No, we're not. There we go. I'm lining it up really with this and that notch, and then everything else, because starting here, it's like an overlap, but not down here. Okay, so if you've got that notch set in there correctly, we should be good. Okay, and then A2. Which one was A2? This one here, and it is going to sit, yep, sits right on top. There's a little bit of an overhang. Let's see. You want to make sure, yep, those are set there. My only question, okay, so here, I think, it's nice that they write it in red, but it's on a brown background and it's very hard to see. Okay, A2, I got that. Where are my other lines? So I think we want to line up these two front corners, okay? Because, yeah, it makes sense. There's no overhang here. There'll be no overhang here. And then we've got a little bit of overhang the rest of the way, which also has the overhang on this one. Makes sense. Okay, good to go. Let's pop our glue on here. So make sure you get those wires up and out of the way. And then right down there, yep. And then this is flush with that piece too. Okay, there is our first floor, I do believe. All right. Yeah, we're good. Nice and solid, everything's good. Okay. Whew, there we go, guys. So let's take a quick little sneak peek, because guess what we're doing next? We are starting to build our rooms and fill them. So we'll build up our back wall, and then we'll fill in our room, our first room here on the bottom. I think we could turn this around. And then we're gonna go, that's, okay. So we're gonna start, it's not just filling, because we're building the room, or at least some of the walls, and then we'll fill it, and then we'll build more to put on the next section, you know, and then we've got our second floor, so, and tons of stairs. I'm not looking forward to inserting the stairs, I'll be 100% honest. I'm a little worried, but we'll get through it, right? And then we've got to figure out this thing. I still don't know how I'm gonna do that. I have no idea, but we'll get there eventually. So, all right, well, next time we're gonna start with, so if we turn this around, we're gonna start with this room here and then up here. So let's build up this on our next build. And I'm not sure how many more we got. We still got a couple. Let's see how far we can go, right? All right, well, thank you guys. If you're still here, thank you so very much. I super really do honestly appreciate each and every one of you guys. You're awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you on the next build. Bye.